Hi, this is Chris with SignWaive, and I'd like to show you the daily workflow within the program. On a day-to-day basis, the main two tabs you'll be working in are the Send tab and the Waivers tab. And if you missed the last video, you should already have a template set up. The easiest way to set up a waiver template is to simply email us a paper copy of it to setup@signwaive.com. Otherwise, you already have a template set up. So once you have a template, you can send it to your customers by clicking on Send. This live URL is basically where the customers are going to be directed to, and this is the same live URL that you would have bookmarked on your tablet if you're using a kiosk setup with a tablet in your shop. Otherwise, this brings us into our Send module, and I can simply type in a phone number of a customer. In this case, I'll type in my own phone number, and it will send me a text message. Otherwise, you can email this, and I could also email multiple people at once if I'd like to send a group email just separated by a comma. So once the customer gets a link to fill out the waiver, or once the customer fills out this if they're on your tablet, once the customer fills it out, the waiver will get sent to this pending folder. So by clicking on waivers, it'll automatically bring you to the pending waivers folder by default. Also by default, it'll bring up the last 24 hours of all waivers. If I'd like to search a longer date range, I can change the date, and then if I click outside the box, it'll populate any other pending waivers I've had in the past. In this case, I only have this one. So when I click on this ID number, it'll bring up the pending waiver as the customer had completed it. So it's got all the customer's information here and the customer signature. And in this case, this customer ID element was marked as admin only. So the customer wasn't able to fill that out on their end, and we're expecting our staff or myself to do that. And if you click on the camera, you can take a photo. And when I complete this waiver, it'll move it from the pending folder to the completed folder. So when I click on completed, this is like your new digital filing cabinet. This is where all your completed waivers will exist now. And by default, again, it only shows the last 24 hours. If I'd like to change the date range, I can do so. If I click outside the box, it'll populate. In this case, I only have one completed waiver. You can also sort your waivers by name, status, customer, date, and you can also filter out by customer name if you'd like to search for a customer. You can also click on this ID number and see the completed waiver with all the information. And most computers now, if you were to click File Print, you can save as a PDF on your computer. You may have to change the print destination. Otherwise, you can save this as a PDF if you'd like to back up your own copy. Otherwise, all these will be saved safely and securely on our cloud-based storage forever. So you don't have to worry about saving them if you don't want to worry about it. Otherwise, that's the basic workflow of having customers fill out waivers, either by sending it to their email or their phone and having them completed, or having them completed on a tablet through the live URL, and then having the staff complete pending waivers as they come in. So that's the basic workflow. If you ever get stuck or have any questions, you can email us at support@signwaive.com or call us anytime at 813-922-8817. Thanks a bunch.